Good morning, Britain. Fury on the streets of France. Angry protests continued into the night with violent clashes and bins set ablaze over plans to raise the retirement age, leaving King Charles's first state visit to the city this weekend in jeopardy.
Common sense or discrimination will be discussing the World Athletics ban on transgender women competing in the female category at international events. Get in touch and let us know what you think.
A very British invasion. Bank of Dave's Dave Fishwick tells us why he's swapping Burnley for the bright lights of Hollywood.
He almost lost his life after suffering a cardiac arrest in a TV studio on his 61st birthday. Now, nearly 5 years on, England legend Glenn Hoddle explains why he's determined to support the hospital to help save his life.
We've been schooled by a barbarian that goes by the name Logan Roy.
I mean, he's out of control.
Power, politics and money. The final season of Succession is nearly here. The formidable and adorable Brian Cox on why he thinks now is the right time to say goodbye.
And sunshine greets many of us this morning. It's a day of blustery showers. This weekend turns cooler, and I am live from Greenwich to remind you the clocks change this weekend. Yes, they go forward by 1 hour. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up. Good morning, Britain.
Friday, 24th of March, 2023. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Ben Shephard and Kate Garraway.
Good
Hi
morning.
there. Good morning. Good to have you with us this morning. Celebrating, of course.
Are you?
Yes. Not only did England win a sensational victory when they were down to 10 men, but Harry Kane
is joy.
Harry Kane has
The
become
relief
England's
of the World Cup.
all-time highest goal scorer, 54 goals. Of course, it was a penalty that he got.
Yeah.
It had to be a penalty, having, of course, sadly missed a penalty in the World Cup. And there is a reason, Kate Garraway, that I have a mark on my forehead this morning.
I don't know if you can see,
So
if you can
I
get a
have
camera.
this
It's all gone a little bit Harry Potter. There's a little red... Let me point to it.
Don't draw
Sorry.
it.
I just jammed you by accident.
So I went to see some friends yesterday, early evening,
Right.
and I got to have a drink with them. And so the match had started, so I was watching it on catch-up as I left them to walk home. So I'm watching on my phone, walking along the road, totally engrossed, and I did a proper Kate Garraway. I walked headfirst into a lamppost.
No!
Literally smashed into a lamppost. Phone went flying as a bus went past, and all these kids were going, "Way!" I was absolutely mortified. The only thing was, as I picked up, Harry Kane scored his penalty, and I started going, "Way!" So I've got... It was one of those moments. You know, you watch those viral TikToks and things of people sort of looking at their phone, falling into ponds or walking. I properly clattered this lamppost.
Are you OK? Did you go a bit dizzy?
No. I was just embarrassed. I was absolutely fine. I mean, it was... I was so engrossed in this match, and it properly happened. I thought, I
feel something coming on. I think you have to tell us your most embarrassing sort of distracted moment or celebratory moment, a moment when you were just so happy about something and then the next minute the old pride comes before a fall.
Yeah.
Joy comes before a calamity, in my case, usually.
It was just hilarious. I walked in and he said, "What have you done to your face?" I said, "Well, Harry Kane scored a penalty, so I've just been celebrating and I headbutted a lamppost." As well, yeah, do get in touch. Save my embarrassment. Let me know when you've been so engrossed in something that maybe you completely distract yourself, tripped over a bollard or fallen off the chair.
I did one where at Smooth Radio there's a sort of spiral staircase. Charlotte will know because it's the same place as Classic FM.
I do indeed.
And, I walked in there one day carrying 1 or 2 bags.
As you do.
As I tend to, rollers in.
Yeah.
And I walked straight in to the bar of the staircase. It was so painful. I literally collapsed on the floor, right? The security guards all came rushing around. These young people from Capital came over. They were all helping me up, like a sort of elderly person.
Yeah.
I'll go, "You all right?" And I was like, no, I'm fine. I was so embarrassed. I walked up the stairs a little bit, and as I disappeared out of sight, they all just collapsed Have you been so concerned? There is a moment when, even if you know someone is in distress, you just sort of can't laugh,
stop
yourself laughing at the calamity of it.
Do get in touch, Facebook, Twitter, or email. When have you lost yourself because you've been so distracted and you've ended up with some sort of calamity? Because we are celebrating, though, Harry Kane and England's win yesterday.
Well done.
Sensational
That's the important bit, not your headbutt.
Yeah, especially go down to 10 men. But we'd love to know how you've struggled as well, because I think we've all done it.
We've all done it. We've all had a calamity. We'll be exploring Charlotte's in a minute. Our main news, though, this morning is that tensions remain high across France as more than 1 million people took to the streets to protest against President Macron's forced plan to raise the retirement age. Yeah, police have clashed with protesters in the capital and 80 people have been arrested across the country. We can speak to our chief correspondent, Richard Gaten, who is in Paris for us this morning. Morning, Richard. So those protests were continuing into the night, weren't they? I know you could hear them from your hotel. Any sign that things are going to calm down over the next few days?